Hello. In the following set of videos, I'm going to be going over a relatively simple way to work with Git. But first, what is Git? Git is a free and open source distributed version control system designed to handle everything from small to very large projects with speed and efficiency. Which sounds awesome to me. Now, you can work with Git through command line like me, or you can use some pretty cool tools as well. If you're on the Mac, you can take a look at something called Git Tower. It's not free, but they do have a 30-day free trial available, and most of the people I know who are working with Git and using a Mac do recommend this. But since I am stuck in a Windows world, we'll be looking at SmartGit, which is actually free for non-commercial use. SmartGit can actually work with Git, Mercurial, and also SVN, and is also available on cross-platforms. So before we get started using SmartGit, I have a few things I would like to cover. First, what is a repository? A repository is a data structure that contains historical records for files and directories along with commit objects. Next up, what is the distributed version control system? To explain this, I'm going to kind of explain what Subversion does. So with Subversion, you have a centralized repository in which users connect to with a client, and they can download the latest available version of the source code. There is a connection that is required for any type of rollback or change that needs to be committed or adding of new files. With Git, this is simply not the case. Instead of having a centralized repository that you can connect to, you actually have the full repository on your machine, which means you can take it and go offline with it and continue to work and make changes. Now this is where the local and remotes come in. So if we take a look at this diagram, you can see I have my local, which could technically have a few more repositories than this, but I kept it simple with one. And then we have our remotes. In our case, we're going to be working with Bitbucket, but a lot of people are using GitHub. So if we take a look, these are all full repositories. I have mine here on my local, and then there is a hosted one on Bitbucket. I am able to push and pull from this and make sure I have the latest version and make sure the host has the latest version. And then there's also the possibility that you have some dude who has something he was working on and you wanted to check it out and actually get a pull from him and take a look yourself and have that in your repository. So say that you have some other dude who's really just chilling, not doing much, and you want him to take a look at something you've worked on. You can actually push to him. So you have multiple copies of these full repositories, which is really awesome and makes work so much easier. So that's all I wanted to go over for today's video. For the next one, I'll show you how to install SmartGit, and then we'll take a look at initializing a folder to get it into version control, and then also cloning a repository that already exists on the host. So thanks for your time. Have a good day.